And we're back. What's up, everybody? Today we have an all-American Grand Finals for the International Cup. Cloud9 blasted by Spiritus Core Gaming 3-0 in the upper bracket, and then blasted G2 right back in the lower bracket. We will have to see which NA team is crowned the International Cup winner this year. Last year it was Lyon. They were unfortunately defeated by G2 in their rematch in the lower bracket. Now the question becomes, can the NA Division 1 seed take it, or will the most dominant team in the regular season of the NA split take it all today? And that is the question. On top of that, actually, heads up, I'm planning to run another save file as well. I'm just not sure exactly what kind of stipulations will be part of it. If you guys have any suggestions of what to add for that game mode, let me know. The first one, I was obviously the first thing I immediately came to mind was having all heroes unlocked immediately right at the start, and then maybe we start in a different region, and you know, just I'm trying to think of other things that we could do to make that up. But that's sort of the one of the things I wanted to add. I will keep this hard mode running because I do think we're in a really good spot with the save file, especially with the patches and stuff. And you know, I really like this save. I think it's really fun save, to be pretty sure this is our best save so far. I mean, we got over the hump obviously, but besides the adversity, you know, it has been great. So wow, 51% versus 49%. This is as close as you will ever get it in the fan vote, ladies and gentlemen. This is it, the Grand Finals International Cup. I'm sure the fans are looking forward to a 5-game banger. They have Uzi on their team. That's crazy. Hungry Box, Dafu, Sampalu, you guys know it. And you know, outside of the wow, this is gonna be crazy. You know, obviously the neutral fans want a amazing 5-game series. What I want is a blowout 3-0 series to show them how good Spiritus Core Gaming is. And also because if we lose games, that means the drafting was terrible, right? So let's lock in. So, oh, I should have checked what their favorite bands were. Rolling. Let's get rid of the tanks first. Shield Bearer and Knight, get them out. Feedfest plays better with skirmish supports. We're first pick as well. So we have to make sure we keep a deflex open. They get rid of Fighter. I think Second Blader band might also be good here. Ninja's open. We can run Ninja mid as well. We have to make sure we remember that is in our pocket. We also have to make sure we remember that our jungler is not the best, like, hyper assassin player. He's a lot more consistent on okay, that was fair enough. They saw that coming from a mile away. So I banned Bomber, obviously, to make it so the Exorcist had no counter pick in lane, but they're like, no, you are not getting Exorcist for free. Fair enough. So we take Swordsman here. They'll take Archer, Werewolf, probably. Gunner makes more sense. Okay, Archer, Gunner. Yeah, that makes sense. So they get rid of the ADC options. We're basically forced into Mystic Dancer if we want to run a hyper carry in the late game. But obviously, again, Mystic Dancer's main problem is that she needs kills. And the question becomes, how do we set that up? How do we set up situations where Mystic Dancer can get kills? And right now, I'm not really seeing a support option that makes it easy set up kills. We hold off on our ADC pick, I think. We have to decide where this swordsman is going. Can go triple flex, so we just need to applies it somewhere. I do think we want Ninja though. I think we take Ninja here, and then we can maybe run Ogre top, Ogre support. I want to keep that flex open. What? Triple ADC. We have to punish this. I think we run Ninja mid, and then we can run Swordsman ADC with Ogre support, maybe? That's a lot of low range. That's a lot of low range, which is the We're gonna need some crowd control. Not a lot of great options for crowd control. We can run Dark Mage for the root. We could actually put Swordsman Jungle as well. I'm just not sure. Hunter is open. I do think we run so hard to pick. I think we run Lightning Mage ADC actually for Soup. And then we can run Swordsman top. I guess we're now looking for a jungler, right? A Bruiser jungler might be good. I mean, they have no tank whatsoever. We can really abuse this. Play our cards right. Cavalry is trolling. I think we actually take Werewolf here. Our team is a little iffy. It's gonna be Whipmaster Jungle though, so we have jungle tempo advantage. We're gonna run Ninja mid and then Swordsman. No, Werewolf support, Ogre top, Swordsman jungle, so SKN can roam with it. And I think this is pretty good. Executioner top, perfect. The ogre is going to thrive in that lane. Like this support Mystic Dancer. Who is running this? Why are people doing this? Why? Alright, I guess. We have to join priority. We don't have a lot of great wave clear. We have hard engage, yep. Focus on ganking mid bot side, I think, and then flexible, don't join for Serpent. For Lyn, I think you just go SKN, I need you to go attack speed. Attack speed second. Actually go double attack speed. I need you to like melt them. Also, I need you to have chase down damage on top of that. Actually, maybe double AD for the... I'm not gonna buy armor, but... Like, you don't really buy Final Judgment for the attack damage. You buy it for the armor pen and the life. Brooks, the build's good. I think we want to make sure the Ninja doesn't... The build's fine. Feed Fest, this build may be less fine. Hard HP maybe not play. There's a lot of auto attackers. Like honestly, defense. The value of the defense armor is so high this game. It's like so high. It's ridiculously. Defense armor is based off of your armor percent. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Cool. I think these builds are fine. Now let's just get to. I think we answer fights. Like, I think if we fight them, like, we have to also close out early because they're way better than ours. Alright, so game number 1. Spiritus Core Gaming versus Cloud9. International Cup Finals, ladies and gentlemen. We will see which of these teams will rise to the top and who will be second place. Just short of the glory of winning it all. Ninja in the mid lane, struggling a little bit in the early game. That is a bit as expected. SKN rotating bottom. Just help out the push here for Spiritus Core Gaming. As of course, the Gunner will have the push priority in the early stages, but eventually should get out a little bit. Middle lane, SKN is actually being very hyperactive, making sure that his laners are covered. Level 2 now on the Ninja. Shuriken goes wide. Brooks has not been the best with skill shots, that is for certain. But we will have to see if maybe he can get the good hits in this series. Threefold Slash is now available to him, so this matchup is probably a little bit Ninja favored for a little while. We'll have to see if that is the case. Soup is forced out of lane. Feed Fest level 1 still, but it is Werewolf, so I think he'll be fine. Also went defensive first, so just kind of making up the damage here. Pretty decent amount of armor as well onto him. So we'll have to see there. Middle lane, Ninja. Again, yeah, as I mentioned, stabilizing a little bit now that he has a gold lead. Top lane, Lyn is actually stomping this lane against kind of letting the Ogre get away with murder here. And the bleed is letting him scale up HP, which is actually a twofold problem. Bottom lane, a gank attempt is made, but SKN cannot get in range, and Feedfest doesn't have a stun on Werewolf this time, so no gank can be set up there. Most of our CC is going to be coming down to lane on the top side on this Ogre, and of course, Soup on the Lightning Mage. So again, our composition will need a little bit of time to pick up. Archer is now level 5 here in the middle lane. Serpent probably the angle for Cloud9 here in a moment. Soup hits level 3, does have the stun available. Brooks now trying to hit level 5 himself in the mid lane. He does get so. And now Serpent, the angle for the side of Cloud9. Werewolf is here. Halo Barrows will connect on a couple. SKN, Sword Blast is good. SKN is low though. Whipmaster chasing it down with a Gunner, but the double stun Lightning Bolt catches 2. Gunner is low. 3-fold slash by Brooks. And the fight turns immediately against Cloud9 as a double kill lands from Brooks. Feedfest will tank that tower, but we'll gladly take that trade any day of the week, as now the Brooks on this Ninja begins its snowball. 300 base damage on Ninja with crits. A pretty terrifying prospect. We'll have to see if Brooks can keep up this momentum. Again, top side, continuing to scale up is this Ogre. Will be very terrifying in the late game if it can get to scale up. Soup now though out of position. Hail of Arrows will do a lot of damage. Will get a pick off. Brooks jumps forward. Doesn't quite get the kill. SKN still level 4 and will get picked off. So Serpent conceded here from the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Feedfest does distract him a bit, and the Serpent doing a lot of damage to Missing Dancer, so we'll have to base. But there's still 3 members of Cloud9 here, so they might just take this easily. Damage output they have between them, so we'll do so. The wave is massive down here. Soup should be able to catch this though for himself, as Uzi getting chased by Feedfest. Feedfest trading decently well into Uzi, but we'll have to eventually chase as Hunter just sort of walks away from him. But yeah, Soup does catch the entire wave here. Will get the CS he is looking for, which is pretty nice. Enough, just gets the... just evens out the gold as well. Top side, again, Ogre just continuing to apply the pressure, apply the fact that he is very hard to deal with, and basically at this point, the giving him heals. Ninja jumps forward. Hail of Arrows does a lot of damage though, and it forces Brooks back. So this push in the middle lane continues. Missing Dancer gets hit with Lightning Bolt, but that'll be about it. The 4-man push is attempted here by Cloud9 into the mid lane. The rest of Spiritus Core Gaming rotating to connect into this, and Morgard now the objective. Lyn is now here though. Is very, very tanky with ult available. Missing Dancer is caught and will go down. Brooks will get that Ninja kill. Chain Lightning will hit Execution onto one more, as Ninja will get that 3-fold slash onto the Executioner. Double kill for Brooks. He's now 4-0 on this Ninja. And he is beginning to really pile onto this snowball. Level 8 on the Ninja. The extra HP will be valuable, the extra armor, but most importantly, getting those items. Tier 5 first on the map. Storm Sovereign completed with the crit chest, with the movement speed, will be very dangerous against this very squishy composition of Cloud9. Of course, they're mostly reliant on the fact that their team has a lot of damage core, so they can hopefully kill Ninja quickly. Teleport Strike comes in though, and instantly punished by Hail of Arrows and Whipmaster coming in with the ult. Lightning Bolt will kill the Missing Dancer though, so Soup gets a trade, at least for his troubles. But still, Brooks immediately feeding away his kill as I was singing his praises. So not the best look. Jumping into that, the gold lead though, still in the favor of Spiritus Core Gaming, as topside Lyn takes 2 towers for his troubles and continues to build up. Now, very few stacks on his passive, of course. Execution didn't really harass him as much. The bleed did a lot for the stacking, but otherwise still okay. Uzi starts up Serpent, but I'm not sure if this is the angle he wants to take, as now the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming just pushing down bottom. Serpent now being started up. Ogre is being harangued here a little bit, but again, Lyn just walks away. Uzi gets hit with Execution. Teleport Strike as well. Trying to kill off the Cowboy. Doesn't quite do so. 3-fold slash. Will secure it though, and with Ogre ult absorbing a lot of that damage, will maybe secure the Serpent actually. Cloud9 still wants to force a fight, but eventually Spiritus Core Gaming will take that themselves. Werewolf pulls back a little bit. Missing Dancer being threatened, but there's no angle here. Brooks trying to take the tower with no wave. Jumps forward. He's gonna die to the tower there. A terrible decision by Brooks. I don't think he intended to hit that skill shot, but either way, will go down. Ogre now 90 stacks on his 90 stacks on his passive. So that's an extra what? 300 and that's an extra 540 HP on this Ogre. Very, very, very scary stuff here. That's infinitely scaling. Bottom lane, though, Soup gets caught out, pushing this wave down. He Chain Lightnings Cowboy under tower, but the tower shots are too much. And he just gets him killed outright. So just a bad decision there by Soup. Gold lead shrinking a lot here for Spiritus Core Gaming, as the pickups on the sides are going to matter a lot, especially with Morgard up. And it's now the objective for Cloud9. Hook will miss. Lyn will tank a couple of Hail of Arrow shots. The bleed as well will take away at him. SKN doesn't mangle. Teleport Strike comes in. Trying to kill off the Mystic Dancer. Not quite. 3 swipes as well. Only chips away a little bit, but Uzi exposes himself. Execution hits onto him, but he doesn't get the kill. Now finally Brooks secures it with a crit. SKN getting chased down here. Will nearly go down. Will finally fall. Mystic Dancer leaves before Brooks can connect. But that should buy time for the Morgard take. Hook will connect with the Werewolf. A Werewolf is fine. Will tank a couple of arrow shots. Soup is out here. Chain Lightning will hit. Chain Lightning countered by the Hail of Arrows. Lightning Bolt will do damage as well. Bash lands onto Archer, as Archer trying to get the pick, but the auto does not crit. So Soup will survive. In Cloud9, they're nearly surviving the mid game where they're most vulnerable, especially with this high damage comp Spiritus Core Gaming is running. Once they get to the late game, it's gonna be really hard for Spiritus Core Gaming to win this one, but Brooks gets a kill onto Mystic Dancer, forces this 4v1 onto Morgard, and Cloud9, if they got this, Morgard would be huge for their timing. Stun hits onto the Executioner, the Chain Lightning is able to secure it, Whipmaster doesn't quite do enough damage to take out Brooks, and now Gunner is caught here by the Werewolf, and the Ogre nearly goes down, but the tower is in the way, and will keep him alive. Uzi dancing with death there. And in the end, neither team takes Morgard, and the gold lead is still very small. It's not really enough to definitively say if Spiritus Core Gaming is in the lead. I mean, it's basically a what? Tier 4 goal, tier 4 item lead. As Serpent is taken by the side of Cloud9, and will they be in time for Morgard? I think they will be. They'll be about half HP when they get here, and all 4 members still alive will be here for this fight. Hail of Arrows will be used, but Chain Lightning instantly cancels them, and the rest of Cloud9 don't even join their Archer. Executioner was not there to start the fight, and they looked a little bit confused there, Cloud9, in how to execute that fight. SKN takes a lot of damage, but so does Mystic Dancer, and the threefold slasher secured that kill. He tried to hold away, but not quite able to do so. Whipmaster bash inside of the Fury swipes. The bleed stacks is too much, and now the Morgard wave is insurmountable in the top side. And just like that, Cloud9, with one blunder at Morgard, will lose game number 1. 9-2-2 on this Ninja. I mean, completely abusing the positional advantage and the compositional advantage. The fact that they ran 4 squishies is insane. And their top laner was like a setup, like a backline setup. They were asking to lose that game, honestly. I don't understand why they drafted like that. Alright, game number 2. Have to see what they mix up for this game. I think we just ban the double tanks again, and then we're never getting Sand Mage in this series. That we banned Circus Blader last time, I think. Well, they have first pick this time though. We have to pay attention a little bit here. Archer ban. I think we get rid of Ninja. And then Swordsman is open. We could get rid of Swordsman as well. We can 1-2 that. Are we okay with giving them Swordsman? I think we are. It's not that strong. It's pretty strong, but it's not that strong. What else do we get rid of? Gunner, I think, is pretty good ban here. And let's see what they do. Okay, they take Swordsman. So they give us Bomber, Exorcist. I think we take those. White Mage, Dancer. Okay. So we need to carry jungle. I think Demon is pretty good here. And then we run Exorcist support for here for Speedfest, and I'm almost certain they won't expect it. To be honest, I'm kind of thinking we try Ghost ADC on Soup and we just like run at them bottom, but I'm not sure. We'd have to hard camp bottom if that is the case, and we have to put a really stable mid. So the question is, what is the stable mid? Have to like basically bring the comp position together. Okay, I think Dark Mage is fine. I was thinking of maybe other alternatives. Okay. Actually, wait, Ogre's not that bad. I mean, Ghost is still good. I don't know if Hungry Box might one-shot the Ghost. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it might be better to go HP first on the Ghost and then go double attack speed after. The movement speed nerf is just really costly because I don't know if it can chase anyone down. I mean, the answer is... Ugh. I do need something to pair with Exorcist. I mean, Boomerang Hunter is right there, but... I want to try it. I want to try Ghost ADC. I swear it's good this game. Let me cook, boys. I think it's really good this game. We have a Bomber top, and we have so much damage. Like, I think Ghost is so good here, especially with our chip. We can definitely make it work. Alright, SKN, attack speed, magic resist HP, yeah, that's fine. Brooks, magic HP, magic, yeah. So, Soup, I want you to go HP first, double attack speed. And then... Actually, maybe magic resist is fine. I don't know, actually. It's only 400 HP versus 800 HP, no. And then double attack speed, and then for Feed Fest, I want you to go magic resist, HP defense. And then we have join priority, obviously. Don't join. Continue it. I think we stay flexible. We have a poke comp for sure. I mean, Demon is very strong like that, but I think. Then we gank bottom. Perma gank bottom as Demon, I think. Play. I'm hoping that I didn't troll us with this Ghost ADC. We've never tried it. Game number 2, Cloud9 versus Spiritus Core Gaming. Spiritus Core Gaming trying something new with this Ghost ADC. We haven't seen Ghost in the meta for a very long time. We will see if Soup can pilot this AD carry. There was still Boomerang Hunter in the pool as well. Could have been a safer option, but they are confident that maybe Ghost is the play here. As Soup is playing really far back here, actually. Just letting the wave push in. Sampa is rotating in on the Whipmaster, so Soup playing really far back on this Ghost. We'll have to see if this is intentional. Soup is still not... Soup is bugged or something? He is not farming whatsoever. He is letting Feedfest take all of the poke. He's not even approaching to hit CS. Is Ghost bugged? Why is he doing it? Why is he playing like this? Now he's bottom lane, but Exorcist has already been left. So it's a 2v2 with no help whatsoever. I mean, Soup is still... Soup is not fighting at all. Which is making me very angry. We have a wave right here. Just hit the wave. Literally just farm. Or AD carry, all you need to do is hit CS. Anyways, middle lane, going evenly. So far, White Mage clearing waves faster, of course, but otherwise it's pretty even. Top side is Swordsman favored for a little while. The Bomber with level 3 should be able to match it a little bit. Once they both hit level 5, maybe the matchup switches up again to the Swordsman favored, but again, both the top lane should be a bit of a wash. SK in middle lane, trying to gank the White Mage. Root does land. Dark Mage bind. I mean, Rogue's just trying to 1v1 there, but White Mage should do a lot more damage in the short term, so in the end we'll lose the outright that trade, but still will get the wave on their tower. It's again down 9 CS here, so a little spooky. But now bottom lane, now that Soup has grown a pair of balls, will finally be able to see us. But now Feedfest stuck in the corner here is getting chased down, but eventually will leave as well. As the Serpent now the angle here for the side of Cloud9. The rest of Spiritus Core Gaming doesn't seem interested in engaging this. Actually will now rotate in, but it's a little too late. They are looking for maybe exit kills. Feedfest is low. Nearly goes down, but doesn't quite. Brooks is here as well. SKN sees the jungle camp being taken. Tries to steal it, but not quite. Root will miss onto the White Mage, but now out of position, getting chased down topside. In the meantime, Execution does eventually kill off the Bomber. White Mage hits the two-man Root, and he escapes under tower as SKN could not decide if he wanted to dive or not. I mean, he just lets the White Mage go. So in the end, Spiritus Core Gaming again, still a little bit out of position, still a little bit in a bit of a weird situation when it comes to the game. As right now, Soup does have the attack speed bonus now granted by Feedfest, so is quite strong. Will need to start racking up kills though to start stacking up and scaling up. White Mage in the middle lane continuing to pressure SKN makes it very hard to actually get this gank off, especially since Brooks just not hitting the root with the Dark Mage. In the end, Dafu continues to just scale up. The gold lead now about 2,000 for the side of Cloud9, as even with just one kill, the macro is just simply superior right now. As Soup in the bottom lane just not collecting enough gold. It's not like he has low AD or anything. He's just not CSing very well. Feedfest in the middle lane nearly goes down, but White Mage will not get that kill. Feedfest just has enough HP to survive. SK now here, Fear hits onto the White Mage, but the swap doesn't come in. SK runs away. He takes so much damage that he just backs off immediately. Hungry Box chasing down for the sword blade, but doesn't quite get in range. Now Ghost looking for an angle as well, but again isolated, so unable to connect. Then now middle lane to try and do some damage control, but he is also behind after dying to that swordsman. 300 gold the lead, 200 gold the lead. As Spiritus Core Gaming again behind, but definitely not out. As long as this teamfight might be really bad for them. White Mage here with the oppression. Root does not hit, but the binding onto 2 may be of some value. Ghost nearly falls. Fear hits onto nothing, and Lynn's gonna go down. Stack goes onto Uzi. And Exorcist hits onto 5, but there is no follow-up damage. Dark Blast, the best they can do is SKN is low on this demon. Really unable to contribute to any of these fights, and SKN still hovering around here trying to steal this Morgard. I don't think it's possible. And it will not be. Execution goes on to Brooks as they try to get that kill. The sword blast not catch Brooks in time. So in the end, that'll be that. Just Morgard secured as Soup now behind 1,000 gold on the Mystic Dancer is a really bad look here. I don't know if Ghost was the best pick at all here for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. As Serpent is even stolen by Cloud9. They take it for themselves. Oppression hits onto 1. Light Beam will miss. Soup ults for nothing there on the Ghost. I don't even remember what Ghost ult is. It just makes me to see. As now middle lane being pushed in. Morgard being attempted. Or sorry, Morgard buff being attempted to be used here. Fear onto 2. Exorcist ult as well expended. Soup now caught in the jungle as he has to run for his life. Oppression will miss. And things go from bad to worse for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming, as there's no gold lead anywhere. So it's very hard to see how they can get an angle. SKN has struggled to catch this White Mage the entire game. The entire game he is just afraid to jump the White Mage. Soup now jumping in. Oppression hits him, but he gets away, buffers it with the dash back. But the 6,000 gold lead, I mean, this might just spell the end for Spiritus Core Gaming. Yes, their comp may have more depth in the long term, but I mean, right now, the White Mage is literally sunning them by himself. Oppression hits onto 1, though. SKN on his way. Fear will miss, but this is what I'm talking about. The White Mage is just doing whatever he wants. It's just too fast. Execution hits onto 2, and the demon will just go down. Brooks will follow, and this swordsman is just gonna walk down the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming if they're not careful. 2 kills go the way of the swordsman, and I mean, this game is over, surely, for the side of Cloud9, as Spiritus Core Gaming, their composition just never came together. The middle lane, a disaster. Brooks has no agency on this Dark Mage whatsoever against the White Mage. He could not win the lane, and now he has no agency because he is behind. It's just, there's a lot of weaknesses in this draft. Top lane, of course, Lyn didn't even win the lane. Picking Bomber to win the lane and not winning the lane is how you get this recipe of disaster. Morgard just taken here for the side of Cloud9, and there's nothing Spiritus Core Gaming can do right now. Start from being attempted by the side of Cloud9. Fear up the 3 though. Dark Blast and connection. Ali goes 1. Close gets another. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud9 make a big mistake not fighting the Serpent with their 2 damage dealers. Swordman and White Mage were not on that play, so their support goes down, and so does their jungler. And now that is a stack for Soup. Not that one stack will do very much, but still, gold is gold for the AD carry of Spiritus Core Gaming, who is struggling to get the farm here. Swordman is still here, though. I'm not sure if he wants to keep fighting. White Mage is here as well, but again, Oppression is something too. The Dispel is good, though. Now White Mage in danger. Swap will hit, and Lyn will secure that kill. I don't think Soup got a stack, though, because he wasn't in range. Of course he didn't. Top lane, though. Uzi ending the game with the Morgard buff. The wave is massive. Oppression is hit. Mystic Dancer just hitting the buildings. 25 seconds left on the Morgard, and they'll just end the game. And even though there's a decent light at the end of the tunnel there for Spiritus Core Gaming, it's just simply too much, as their composition is too all over the place. First of all, SK and Demon without any SK and Demon carry with no front line is atrocious. Also, nobody wanted to go on the White Mage. They just walk up to White Mage, he'd fire a light beam, and they'd be like, "Oh no, I'm scaling." Like, guys, please close the distance and just fight him. It's literally not that hard. Okay, my bad is, I guess, Ghost is just trash. It's just not playable. I thought it was so good with the Exorcist buff, but it's just like, didn't do anything. My ADC is a pussy. Okay. We have first pick this time. Let's keep our options open. Circus Blader ban is probably fine. Archer ban is good. Keep Ninja open. Fighter is gone. Exorcist is gone. Bomber available. What did we ban last time? Origin? Yes. Wait, Sandwich is open. Oh my god, they're overloading my brain. Sandwich is open. Well, surely they banned Sandmage Force, right? Surely. Sandmage ban? There's no way. No, they're trolling. No, they're like, okay, we have to ban Bomber here because then Exorcist is free. They ban Exorcist because Bomber is banned. Sandmage first pick for Brooks. This is crazy. They pick White Mage Gunner immediately. They have a solution. I think they think they have a solution to the Sandmage mid. I honestly, show me. I mean, deadass, show me. You have an answer to this White Mage? Show me. Seriously, this is gonna be cinema. Holy. Okay, we can pick our bottom lane here, maybe. But I think we should prioritize our jungle. What do we want for jungle? Werewolf is open, Whipmaster is open. I think Whipmaster is really good here, but I don't know if it works well with our team. I think we take Werewolf. And then, oh baby, we need a ganking jungle. We need a jungle that ganks lanes. Maybe. Not really anything like that available. I mean, Demon is still available, but it's so hard against White Mage, man. Let's just take Boomerang Hunter. Let's not give them Boomerang Hunter. They take Guardian Spirit, Ogre, they steal it from us. We don't have that Ogre option for tank support. We should have picked Ogre Boomerang Hunter, I think, or Ogre there. I made a mistake. It's gotta be Ogre top though. But we can maybe abuse it with some sort of Jackson top that can up. What's our tank support? I mean, I banned all the tank support. So what's our... I am getting decisions. Alright, let's take Ninja Top. I think Ninja Top is fine. Is our comp too squishy? I mean, they don't do much damage either. It's just Gunner 1v9ing. Problem is that the Ogre's gonna be such a problem in the stuns. What do we play? We have jungle or support open. I just don't see a support angle here. Like, good for us. Shadowmancer, maybe. Lancer support? Actually, it's not bad. It's just like, it just falls off really hard. Oh, that's really bad. I mean, our draft is okay. Their damage profile is really garbage. I think if we can get past the wonky section of the early game, I think we're okay. I mean, Lancer support is really good if we can catch them. Like, basically, Brooks 1v9. Okay, that's the name of the game. Brooks 1v9 on the Sandmage. Hopefully, my team doesn't run it down, and that's our plan. Just Brooks 1v9. Don't run it down. 17 more damage is not gonna. Build is fine. FIFA's build is okay. We have hard engage for sure. We have a werewolf on our team. Play top side. No, play bottom side. Always join for the serpent fight. You're a ninja. You can teleport strike. Force a fight. No, play objective. Hard engage. Their wave clear is pretty bad, so we can try to wave focus maybe. I mean, I don't think they take Morgan very quickly, so I think. Alright, I think that's it. Game number 2. Sorry, game number 3 between Spiritus Core Gaming and Cloud9. We will see how Cloud9 goes in this game, as Brooks was allowed to be on a Sandmage. I would have imagined Sandmage was going to be permabanned in all 3 games, but Cloud9 had different ideas. They let it through. It seems they have an answer to it. They picked White Mage Gunner immediately. And now bottom lane, Whipmaster going for a very, very early gank. The bottom side. Feedfest is a little bit out of position, but Uzi and Alu will not push the advantage. As again, yeah, this middle lane is where all eyes are at. I mean, Lyn obviously Ninja top. Pretty big deal as well on this Ninja. Will be able to take this tower very quickly. But the real question becomes, can this Sandmage carry Spiritus Core Gaming? Brooks, he has not let down Spiritus Core Gaming yet. There's one game he's lost on Sandmage, and to be honest, it was literally not his fault. So, we will have to see what he can do on this Sandmage. Will he be able to carry this top side, though? Meanwhile, Lyn overextends against Ogre. Does not respect the bash potential. Tried to take the tower. Yeah, he got bashed under tower and just dies as the wave falls. So unfortunately there, Lyn does get picked off. The gold swings back into Ogre's side, but otherwise should be alright. The Sandmage just missed his stun though, so unfortunately there, no threat on the White Mage. Whipmaster now here to buy some space, but damn, he just takes a lot of damage back. Sandmage just says, get out of here! And he will gladly do so. White Mage just clearing out the mid wave, oppression, and the lightning is doing pretty good. Defense is a little low, but that's mostly just because Gunner is so good at harassing these melees. But that is a consequence. Feedback is gladly going to tank as long as he has, you know, control over the game in the mid phase when he gets his ult. But either way, still pretty good for him. Uzi is pushing this tower down. Lancer is here, though. Trying to push forward. It's not level 3, so this chase is very, very hard. Feedfest is trying, but in the early stages, Feedfest on this Lancer is just not able to close the gap onto Uzi. The defensive item he's buying will have massive value though. And Sandwich does ult onto 2. SK does not have ult himself though. And now Gunner just free firing. He's just literally ignored. So Werewolf just goes down to SKN, who does a lot of to Uzi, who does a lot of damage. Lyn is not level 5 yet because he died in that top side. So this fight is really bad for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming, who is straight up just a level down on multiple members. Brooks will rotate in, and this is a 5v4 as Ogre is top. So Serpent conceded by the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Brooks will secure that last hit. And now Sampa is driven away by the rest of the team. Lyn really wanted to fight that. There's the dive attempt here, but the tower there's no mini wave on this tower. And they're still diving for the Whipmaster. What are you guys doing? You guys are insane. Lyn and Werewolf overextended. Lyn just dies to the tower. Lyn is just trolling, I guess. Middle lane, ult is used, oppression trade, but Feedfest is here and will assist Brooks in securing that kill. So punish the White Mage for trying to take the tower while there are some shenanigans going on. But right now, again, the gold lead very, very close. As that bottom tower does fall and more gold swings the way of Cloud9, as now Soup behind quite a bit of money. Especially since he got pushed out of lane earlier. Now, though, Gunner out of position. Boomerang will miss. Fury Swipes used on the wave. He actually just stole the wave from Soup. That's a report. Middle lane of stolen. Brooks pushing down the mid wave, however, will have to leave. Lyn as well. I'm 100% sure that Ogre didn't do that and it was the tower. For some reason, is that tower diving the Ogre and will have to back off. Now, White Mage, oppression misses. And now Lancer charging forward, gets the root, gets the pull onto the White Mage, nearly goes down, and SKN will secure it. So White Mage once again trade his life for that tower. I'm not sure if that's worth it at all, but 1,000 gold lead now for the side of Cloud9. Mostly on the Gunner, mostly on the Ogre. So their impact will have to be tantamount here for Cloud9 in this coming Morgard play. Uzi comes in, Lyn teleport strikes in. What are you doing? What was that? He did not have a plan. Lyn is just running it down. He's 0-3. He somehow died to Ogre twice. Okay. Lyn, you are going back to jail. Fury Swipes hit up the 4. The Lancer charge onto multiple. Oppression immediately counters it. And the Spirit Guardian heal is too much. It's just too much for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. That was a really crazy fight there. It looked so good for Spiritus Core Gaming until it wasn't. Look at this. The pull hits on the floor. Fury Swipes on so many. Lancer charge. But the Spirit Guardian resurrects the Spirit Guardian themselves. And the damage just ran out of juice. There was not enough there in the tank for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. And that should be first Morgard as an absolute slobber knocker of a fight. That's the only way to describe it. That was an absolute slobber knocker. Both teams really close to making a drastic victory there. But unfortunately for Spiritus Core Gaming, they do lose the Morgard position. And then this will be Serpent traded. But that's a lot of gold in the pockets of Cloud9. We will see how they can operate with that. They will not be in time to contest the Serpent. But now Ogre with the ult chasing down Lyn. The bash hits and Whipmaster will secure it. Lyn, he is really playing poorly this not gonna lie to you. Uzi, speaking of playing poorly, does get caught here. ADC for ADC trade though, as Soup is in no man's land in the bottom lane as well. Everyone's just getting picked off. Well, you guys are barbarians, I swear. What is going on? Brooks now bottom lane to put out this house fire. Oppression hits onto him though, but the tower will protect him. Teleport strike comes in. Lyn trying to get a kill, but Oppression 3-fold cycle will dodge it. But he doesn't continue on the White Mage. Turns back with Ogre. Lancer charge. Feedfest says, fine, I'll do it myself. As Lyn is making me, I'm going to crash out. Lyn, what are you doing on this ninja man? Why did you turn around on the White Mage? You were literally on top of him. Literally hit him one time. One more time. Oh my lord. My top laner is running it hard this game. Brooks, I'm so sorry. You are getting absolutely trolled by your teammates. Regardless, Mid wave still being taken. Pull gonna connect. Brooks is low though. Trying to chase him down. Feedfest will peel for his mid laner. But the flip shot from the gunner will secure that kill onto Brooks as he sticks around to try and peel from Feedfest. Was a big mistake there. However, the gold lead is pretty close now for some reason. I think because of the tower take and Soup getting all of that farm bottom lane while all this shenanigans is happening. Furious Swipes will connect only one stack. White Beam does a decent chunk of damage onto the Lancer and will have to back off. As they do have defensive items, but this White Mage, man, this is why I build matches first on every champion. I regret considering the Gunner a bigger threat than this White Mage. As now Soup, bottom lane, fighting Whipmaster 1v1, does have damage advantage, but Whipmaster could just burst him. Lancer charge hits onto one, the pull is good, Lyn will jump in as well. Will steal that kill from Brooks, sorry, my bad. He'll secure that kill from Brooks. As he gets on the board now. Gold lead for himself, building towards that magic resistance against the White Mage. Stun connects onto Brooks though, as Ogre will ult up. Now Gunner in position, oppression will be dodged, but Brooks is out of position. And again, the Gunner is such a menace with this Ogre front to back. It's so scary. But Morgan control does go the way of Spiritus Core Gaming, at least for now. It is a 4v4 with no Spirit Guardian, so a lot of sustained missing here for Cloud9. Gunner is low, but Ogre is full HP, and they're still undecided whether or not they want to fight this. No White Mage. A Furious Swipe, Sun connect up to the Whipmaster as he tried to steal it, but his blade, Morgan taken by Spiritus Core Gaming. As the game continues to swing back and forth like a pendulum, oppression gets on the dude, threefold slash used to try and get out of it, but will just end up killing him. White Mage double kill, as this is truly gonna be a battle of the century. Right now, I was gonna say this is a battle of the mid laners. But in reality, Feedfest is literally trying to drag his team to the finish line. 3-1-3 on this Lancer. He is almost involved in every kill. Brooks has not had the time or the position to get the damage down. Full hits on the 3. Gunner taking a lot of damage as he gets picked up by SKN. By the chop, oppression misses. And this fight is really good for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. But hang on, Brooks getting pressured a lot. Whipmaster here trying to get that kill. SKN is forced back as well. Furious Fight is still available, but they'll have to concede it. The White Mage damage is too much. And Serpent number 1 there for the side of Cloud9, as this White Mage building toward the second item is so dangerous. 600 AP. His light beams are doing what? Well, how much damage is that? That is something. So there's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I think it's doing 500 damage without magic resistance, like calculation. So crazy stuff there. Middle lane, teleport track comes in on the Spirit Guardian. Lyn is, he's just running it down. Furious Swipes hits on the 2, but Ogre is just literally eating it for breakfast. He's like, what are you doing? What was that funny tickle? As he just takes Werewolf down as well. And this game, man, this game is truly not over. Spirit Guardian out of position. Why is he so far forward? He goes down. Now White Mage in trouble. Brooks is chasing him down. Does have that movement speed bonus from the Storm Sovereign. Trying to chase down the White Mage, but the crits are not good enough for the Sand Mage. So we'll have to back off there. As bottom lane, Uzi scaling up, walks down Boomerang Hunter and gets the gold lead back for himself in the bottom lane. And I don't know how Lyn is ahead in gold after being 2-6-1. Maybe because the Ogre is dirt poor and cannot farm. I don't. The Ogre is trying to kill. Anyway, teleport strike comes in and Lyn instantly dies. We need to counter for how many times he's done that. Brooks does get a kill back on the Whipmaster, but Lancer tricked his life forward. SKN has no angle, gets bashed. The sand pit is used, but I mean, my god, it is so hard to play this game when your team is in shambles. White Mage is here. Uzi's here. Second Morguard is so deadly as well for the pushing potential, as this game may have finally broken open for Cloud9, and it is really not looking good. Boomerangs will miss. Brooks out of position. Bash will hit, and my goodness, man. Letting this Ogre through for Cloud9 was a disaster. Prioritizing Boomerang Hunter was a mistake, that is for sure. As the waves begin pushing in, Lyn will catch top wave, but again, now the gold lead 4,000. This is the big problem. Now 2 crit items finished for Uzi. Soup gonna die here because for some reason he loves dying in this bottom lane when they're losing. He's just incapable of not running it down when the game is behind. SKN though We'll get bashed up and we'll just die as well. I mean, nobody respects Ogre. Nobody respects the Ogre stun. I swear to God. Brooks is alive. Doesn't pull back, but the Nexus is exposed, and they'll just take game number 3 here as Cloud9 make it to series point. Brooks goes down as he is unable to carry on this game, and my drafting has been fried. I need to lock in. Oh, okay. Yeah, the drafts have been atrocious. Not even because they're like conceptually bad. It's just I'm letting them have everything. Like I had in my brain, Boomerang Hunter Ogre was open. I was like, yeah, that's a great dub 1-2. And I didn't take it. I took Werewolf instead. Oh my God, I'm so pissed. Whatever. I need to lock in. It's that's now. We have first pick again. Get rid of Surge Blader. Plague Doctor's banned. Let's get rid of Gunner. Just get rid of that. Sandmage is banned. Okay, no Sandmage. They're letting a lot of things through. Like, a lot of things through. Get rid of Bomber here. Exorcist is open. So this should be a free Exorcist pick. Swordsman is open as well, but they can have that. They take Mystic Dancer. Yeah, Swordsman, Mystic Dancer, whatever. Cool. White Mage is open for us as well. We can take Ogre here. The question becomes, what is our AD coverage? I think we take White Mage Ogre here. Exorcist top is fine. Guardian Spirit, Whipmaster. Okay, we need damage. We straight up need to hit harder than this. Balls suck with Ninja, which upsets me greatly. Can't go Ninja. We can run Clown ADC again. I think Clown ADC is fine. And then the question now becomes, what do we give SKN? What jungle is available? I think Ogre is more than enough tank. The question is, like, what do we give the other guy? Hunter's gonna get one shot this game if I'm not kidding. I don't want to give Mystic Dancer too many, like... Bull Warrior is atrocious, probably not... I mean, Lone Druid is great this game. I think Lone Druid jungle is actually what we want. That's like a frontline. Cavalry is a troll pick. And so I think this is probably your like best draft since the first game. So I think it's okay. I want you to get top, just like run at them. We have Part Engage for sure. We have Poke actually. Play Poke. Close this game out aggressively. I don't want them to scale. Don't join the fight. Then go attack speed, magic resist, defense. They actually don't have any like. They don't have any magic damage. Just go defense. Magic HP. Yep. Brooks magic resist that. Attack speed, AD, attack speed. Yep. Fine. Actually, his AD, the AD nerfs have really hit Clown. I think I have to go double AD. Like, no crits is gonna suck, but whatever. Feed Fest HP first, and then defense second probably. Just tank up. I just need him to not die. Really, that's... And, Alright, game number 4. Spiritus Core Gaming versus Cloud9. Can Spiritus Core Gaming force a game number 5, or will Cloud9 be the International Cup Champions 2027? We'll have to see. Brooks on the White Mage, a classic, something he has played before. Against the Swordsman, something he has played against before. One of the more even matchups here against the White Mage, I would imagine, especially being able to close the gap. A lot of physical damage as well, but both laners should be happy with how this lane will go. Bottom lane, Mystic Dancer, Spirit Guardian is a very good lane in terms of just not dying. But I would say Clown Ogre definitely scales into the mid game a little bit better. Late game, I'm pretty sure Mystic Dancer still takes it, especially if it's back. Soup just jump forward, tries to get some trades down, but unfortunately not quite. So just evens out there. Top lane. This is the biggest question mark for me. Why would you pick Cavalry in the big year of 2027? He has 57 base damage. You know what that means? His damage is 98! You're laning against a dude with 300 damage, by the way. Come on! What is the play? I'm just trying to figure it out because obviously the reason why you would pick cavalry, like typically, like if we're thinking typically speaking, you would pick cavalry to help with the chase down. But the chase down does not help if he's not playable. He's level 3, lost his tower minute 30. I mean, this is disaster. Cloud9, there is a drafting disaster here. I don't know who asked for cavalry, but never let them cook again. It's just disaster up here. Hungry Box is getting pushed into his face. I just don't know what he's gonna do this game, especially from so far behind. Middle lane, though, speaking of so far behind, Swordsman does have the last hit lead, just by a little bit. And again, that's mainly because of the advantage Swordsman has being able to close the distance, do auto attack damage as well. Now, Serpent, the objective here for the side of Cloud9 execution. Will is available and will get the kill. This is a stack immediately onto Uzi. That's the first stack for the Mystic Dancer. A huge kill for Uzi, as that will certainly be valuable entering the later portions of the game. And you have to be very careful with Spiritus Core Gaming, giving Uzi these stacks. SKN is low, and Serpent will be taken here. The rest of the team will have to back off as top lane continues to be a disaster. Cavalry ult is used, but he's dead. He exploded an Exorcist ult as he comes to take another tower. Lynch is like, don't mind me. Just 400 AD monster, just hitting your buildings. Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. Here's another tower. He just takes another one, and he literally walks away. He's just like, I'm coolin'. I'm good. And he just walks away. Whipmaster now here to cover mid. Swordmaster is here as well as Brooks. Gets a little bit harangued, but he's fine. Oop. Behind the tower for some reason. And we'll just die. What? It doesn't matter what the context was. That was a stupid idea. Especially with no bouncing daggers available. I don't know what. Regardless, Spiritus Core Gaming do have the lead, and that's mainly because Lyn has a free lane. Lyn has the freest lane I've ever seen in my life. What is happening? I mean, I would say Lyn's sanity, but like, they gave me this lane for free. I mean, come on. What did you expect was gonna happen? I mean, yes, obviously Exorcist will eventually fall off because he doesn't have any gap close. And honestly, all he is a big stat stick. But like, if the stat stick gets to your Nexus towers, someone's gotta answer. Spirit Guardian ults up, tries to chase him down. Lyn's like, I'm good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As he tries to run away, the entirety of Cloud9, chasing the execution even lands. He's finally gonna die. And the rest of Spiritus Core Gaming was on more guard. Whipmaster hits on the 2. Oppression, Light Beam, and Feed Fence will fall here. And Spiritus Core Gaming, instead of helping out Lyn, tried to start more guard for some reason, and in the end just gets punished. Like, straight up punished. Morgard fully conceded here now for Spiritus Core Gaming. As, I mean, it's all fun and games until they start taking objectives. SKN now getting run down as well. Still only level 5 on his lone druid. Summons the bear. Brooks is here as well with the oppression and the light beam. Not sure if there's going to be a play. Swordman is under tower though. Maybe a kill? No, not quite. As Brooks was distracted in the middle lane. Serpent will be the trade here at least. Cloud9 will not be able to take that for themselves. As the gold lead still in favor of Spiritus Core Gaming. These tier 5 items coming up will be very important. Mystic Dancer getting chased down. Bash will connect. And Cloud will continue to follow through. Brooks will secure that kill. And Ogre might be the hero of the match, ladies and gentlemen. This Ogre is very, very valuable. Lyn is getting chased by the entirety of Cloud9 again as he tried to take top tower. This time they say no. The gold lead is still gargantuan for Lyn, of course. But more of those, and I mean, this lead will not matter at all for this this Exorcist. So he'll have to be a little bit more careful. And topside will be taken here by Cloud9. Rotating through to mid lane. Stun does connect onto Feed Fest. Animal Swarm used to push them away. And that'll be the disengage as SKN takes a lot of damage from the summons going down. A Morguard buff will end in 7 seconds. I'm not sure if there's anything else Cloud9 can take here. As bottom tower is taken by Soup as well. Teleporting in. I mean, he is bouncing daggers. He's looking to fight here. And the Rex is coming in, coming in, bouncing daggers! Does so much damage! Spirit Guardian ults to try and keep everyone alive. And he does successfully do so, but in the end, Hungry Boss does get picked off. And my goodness, the damage with the bouncing daggers is disgusting. I want to see that one more time. That was crazy. So the setup here, and then the ult comes in, bouncing daggers. Look at the disgusting output. Execution forced from Dapu. As my goodness, you do not want to take a full force of that. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this cloud used to do a lot more damage. This cloud used to do 100 more damage. So if that nerf didn't come in, definitely could have gotten several kills there, but in the end, will not get anything else. But this should open up more guard play here for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. As Lyn and SKN are on the way, the ADC and the mid lane are already here with Feed Fest to peel for them. Cloud9 will look for this play, but execution was already used. No cavalry charge either. No Spirit Guard ult. Remember, they all use their ultimates to protect themselves from the bouncing daggers. Suppression will miss. Exorcist will hit on the 4 though. As the jump forward, Cloud9 will go down and stack goes into Uzi again. And now the cavalry nearly goes down. White Mage will fall, but Swordsman might get traded. No, not quite. As both damage sources for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming go down. I'm not sure if they have the juice to squeeze for this play. Mystic Dancer, though, getting chased by the animals, but Uzi has too much HP and will just survive. Building towards the crit damage now is the Mystic Dancer, and I'm so concerned, ladies and gentlemen. That is 2 stacks on the Mystic Dancer, building towards that crit. Once this crit is complete, I don't really see Spiritus Core Gaming winning any fights. Not convincingly, at least. So, I mean, we'll have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. And Soup will just throw a hail of daggers here. Catches all of the CS. As he gets charged forward, now Soup with the bouncing daggers does so much damage against Uzi, though. Takes a stack, and again, these 1-for-1 trades just simply don't favor Spiritus Core Gaming. They try to force some more, but there's nothing here for them. Good day, sir. Uzi escapes, and Spirit Guardian heals, and you may be like, that's great. You know, that's a kill. That's probably more guard here. But Uzi is 3 stacks. If they don't end the game soon, this Mystic Dancer will literally 1v9 the game. Execution forced away. And Swordsman did not want that smoke. The jungler does respawn now for the side of Cloud9 though. Resurrection comes in, and Uzi, look at the damage. SKN is already dead. Jungler falls, and Mystic Dancer front to back is good. The crits are nasty, and he'll get another. Hungry Box to secure the last hit. As Soup now arrives late to the party. Brooks was in fucking La La Land. He was alive, by the way. He was alive way earlier than this. Morgan conceded. Light Beam Oppression will kill the cavalry. But Cloud9 is winning this game 1v4. Like, the cavalry is literally useless. Unnecessary. But this Mystic Dancer getting way too many stacks now. And Cloud9 just letting their presence be known. A Serpent will be the attempt here by Spiritus Core Gaming. They'll most likely take it here as the rest of Cloud9 are confused under tower. They were very indecisive there. Oppression will hit onto the Swordsman. Animal Swarm as well. They'll take the Serpent. Mystic Dancer, though, now isolated by himself. Lyn is chasing him down. Lyn, chase him! Kill him! Get him, Lyn! Yes! Oh, please, 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 please. One more! And he does get the kill. Mystic Dancer goes down. 35 seconds with no Mystic Dancer means that this push is probably good and over. Hungry Box still chasing the cavalry. He's doing 100 damage a hit, by the way. This is absolute cinema. His cavalry again. I mean, even as a tank, he doesn't do anything. If you've seen like him frontline tanking doesn't do anything because the bouncing daggers literally ignore him. He just jumps to another guy. Execution hits on the feed fest. He's taking a lot of damage here, but he is Ogre, so Ogre smash. And we'll just walk away. Brooks takes a bit of damage from the Whipmaster. Animal Swarm as well used. but that'll be it. Oppression hits onto 2, Light Beam as well. Forces Spirit Guardian away. Windmaster under tower, diving, and playing stupidly. Cloud9, they had an advantage, and now they're squandering it a little bit here. But, I mean, I say squandering it. Let's not forget, Uzi has 3 kills and is playing Mystic Dancer. This is the deadliest hero in this game. There's bar none. Not even Cloud Bouncing Daggers. Because Cloud Bouncing Daggers need specific conditions. Uzi, all he has to do is hit you and he will murder you. Lyn is trying to end the game by himself. He's like, get me out of here. We're getting outscaled. He'll escape with his life, though. As the rest of Cloud9, once again, goes on a journey to try and kill him, but won't make it. And now, Orgard being attempted here. Cloud9 sniffs something funny is going on, and they'll rotate in to connect. Uzi, though, by isolating, he finds himself with the team! Hello! Uzi out of position. Soup will get traded most likely into this spell is good, but not good enough. Execution used already. Whipmaster trying to do the damage, but it's not quite good enough. As no Uzi, no jungler, no time. Cavalry, again, just a mascot at this point. As he is forced back away. Morgard open here for another 20 seconds without Mystic Dancer. And Spiritus Core Gaming are beelining their way to it. They are trying to secure this before Cloud9 can rally and route back into this. Mystic Dancer dead for 7 seconds. No jungler to steal it. Cloud9 have to buy time for their Mystic Dancer to arrive. Swordsman goes in for the Light Beam. Animal Swarm. Cavalry Charge. Actually useful. Get Swordsman out of there. Cavalry ult is very valuable. Mystic Dancer now arriving. This is the very dangerous position. Cavalry charge forward. Mystic Dancer trying to shred down Brooks. He's taking a lot of damage. Oppression misses off the Spirit Guard. Ult used to resurrect, but the bouncing daggers are deadly. And the Uzi goes down again. Execution post-mortem will go down as Lyn Sanity with his 4,000 gold lead just walks down the enemy team and is a sleeper carry in this late game. Who, again, the only player with 3 items completed. He is indestructible right now, especially against Cloud9, who have no magic damage sources. He has how much armor? He has 300 armor. He is taking like 10% damage from these auto attacks. Animal Swarm into Oppression, into a head club by Lyn Sanity himself. And my goodness, this game looks so bleak. Mystic Dancer with 3 stacks. And Cloud9, they have somehow grabbed defeat from the jaws of victory. As Serpent is being taken here, hang on a flank angle here. No escape. Uzi again being the target, but Soup is taking so much damage now. Fiendfest getting a harangue. Execution connects on the clown and will get that kill. Morgard buff, though, is massive, is still going good. And they're chasing down Fiendfest. Fiendfest taking a lot of crit damage. He is Ogre, but Ogre is, wait a minute. They're ending the game! Mystic Dancer gets a base! They finally break it open! The Scanner Brooks trying to end the game. Lyn is still here. He's taking no damage. He's like, you can't kill me! I'll take your Nexus for myself. Thank you very much. And Lyn will force game number 5 nearly single-handedly. And I have to admit, Hungrybox also lost this game nearly single-handedly. As Uzi, 25,000 damage on this Mystic Dancer. With 3 stacks of the Chakram, I mean, I thought this game was over. I thought that all Cloud9 needed was one front-to-back fight. And there is no way Spiritus Core Gaming out damages Spirit Guardian sustain. Whipmaster with the shove, like Whipmaster's shove is so good against Lyn, and Feed Fast, peel for the Mystic Dancer, and the Swordsman with the burst damage for the Clown. I thought this game was over, but my goodness, what a game, what a series! And we head into game number 5, and this is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The battle for the best in the world. Game number 5. Alright, we have first pick this time. They have taken second pick, so they'll have the 1-2. We just get rid of Steel Bearer Knight. We don't think about the tanks in this game. I mean, you see what Ogre is doing, and he's the only tank available to pick. Like, let's be for real. It's too... in this meta, it's too strong. There's not a lot of broken AD carries that can outscale the tanks. Inquisitor is open. Sandmage is open. Not for long, probably. Get rid of Gunner. Take that out of the equation. Inquisitor ban. Cool. Let's get rid of Circus Blader. Exorcist ban. Interesting. Bomber is open. Sandmage is open. Oh, they have last ban. Shit. If I ban White Mage, they'll ban Sand Mage for sure. I think we get rid of Swordsman here, maybe? I think we get rid of Swordsman here. Sand Mage is open. Alright, Sand Mage is open. Let's not troll Brooks this time. He was playing so well. He just didn't have setup. I mean, yeah. If I banned White Mage, they would just ban Sand Mage. So we take Ogre this time. We don't let them have it. And the question becomes, what do we pair with Ogre? Clown was good, but is that really what we want? Mystic Dancer is open as well. We can play for the scale. I mean, it's just gonna mean Soup's not gonna be very useful until later in the game. And the question becomes, where are we gonna get that value from? Bomber is open. Swordsman is bad. I think Bomber is great here. We can flex into jungle. They take Clown for themselves, which is no bueno. Taoist as well. No Exorcist. We can flex to a Spirit Guardian support Ogre top situation. Maybe. But again, then the question becomes, I just don't think they can kill Ogre. I think if we give Ogre gold economy and HP, I think they have so many problems. But like, what do we put bottom lane? What do we put jungle? I mean, we can run Bomber jungle, I guess. This timer is fucking me up. Do we want to put something else top? We can run Demon top. That's not crazy to say. That's not crazy. That's not a crazy idea. Is there any counter picks available for Demon? Lone Druid is not very good here because the Bouncing Daggers will just fucking shred the summon. Oh my god! Okay, they take Mystic Dancer. I mean, that was a bit obvious, but whatever. Okay, we're running Demon top. I don't want to watch. I don't want to see SKN on Demon ever again. After that performance last time, no, fuck no. He would not engage White Mage ever in his life. He was like terrified of that man. He had nightmares about White Mage. I do not want to see that again. Okay, let's think about this. Lane, attack speed, magic resist. Just go double magic resist. I don't care. Attack speed, AD, attack speed is fine. Brooks build's fine. Soup, the build's fine. Okay, maybe AD first is probably better. Speed fest, magic resist, defense. Our biggest threat here is not the AD carry. It's never the AD carry, especially in this type of games. It's always the mid laner. Like, it's in the mid game, I do not want this White Mage to one-shot people. I'm going to crash out if I see this White Mage just one-tapping people with a White Beam. Like, I'm gonna be so sad. We have 4 AD carries. They don't have a tank. Oh, I can't believe it. Feedfest, my boy, you were the worst player on this team through Division 2 2 years straight. And now that you've made it to Division 1, you have turned it around. And now this game is solely reliant on you playing solo tank this game. There's not a single other tank in this game except you. So if you stack up, like, this game is impossible for Cloud9. But if you don't stack up, this game is good as dead. Like, the game is dead and buried. I don't think it's playable for you. because they have way more control. I mean, Mystic Dancer support is cringe. I don't know why people keep doing this. I think Cloud9 has themselves by doing that, but their team is so strong early. Like, it's so strong. Taoist, White Mage, Clown, and Whipmaster early game. They're going to melt, my boys. Oh, we just don't get blown out. Like, literally don't let them snowball the game. And it's so winnable. It's so winnable. Game number 5 of the International Cup, ladies and gentlemen. It's a banger alert. Banger alert. Cloud9 versus Spiritus Core Gaming. Brooks once again on the Shadow Mage, Sand Mage, against the White Mage, Dafu, who has shown that he is amazing on this White Mage into this matchup. But Brooks himself, he has won so many games with the Sand Mage. It was a permaban against Spiritus Core Gaming in the regular season, and now Cloud9 have given it twice. They say lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Well, what about at least one time? Can lightning strike once? The side of Spiritus Core Gaming with Brooks. Right now, the last game was a loss, but can Brooks win this one? That's truly the question. Top side, of course. This is sort of expected. Demon is just gonna struggle in this lane. Taoist, so good into basically anything. To be honest. I mean, his main weakness is the fact that he doesn't... his main weakness is the fact that he doesn't farm very quickly. But that's about it. But this lane is an absolute, like... This is a disaster for lane. He cannot walk up to lane. He doesn't want to walk up to lane. As until level 3, this lane is gonna just be Hungry Box's domain. Especially with this arm. Swap is connecting. He does ult up, and the tower shot is good. Hungry Box may have overplayed his hand, but the swap misses this arm. And Stasis forces Lyn back. He tries it. He tries to turn this lane back, but unfortunately, we'll have to back. But with now Demon level 3, this lane is probably gonna turn. Middle lane, speaking of turning, Brooks, again, just losing this lane outright with the assistance from Whipmaster pushing the wave, and SKN unable to really counter gank here as he was base, so we'll have to see how Brooks operates. Bottom lane, going evenly, which is pretty good for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. The Ogre already has 27 stacks of his passive and will only continue to go up in this game. As now Serpent taking a lot of damage here. I don't think Cloud9 can lose this. Trap does connect onto White Mage, but Serpent's already taken, and Soup takes a lot of damage from the Hail of Daggers, and then Leap Strike will secure it. But now White Mage caught by Fiendfest, and Brooks will secure that kill. So a 1-for-1 trade, 2 cores traded blow for blow. But the Clown, now up 800 gold, building towards that tier 5 item, will be very deadly, and will also take that tower. Topside, Lyn still struggling like crazy up here. As Taoist hits level 6, and he is still level 5, and I mean, this is what I'm concerned about, ladies and gentlemen. Like, if Cloud9 snowballs his game out of control, this is unplayable for Spiritus Core Gaming. Multiple members will just be completely oppressed and peeled away. Bouncing Daggers comes in for Uzi, trying to fight back, but Feedfest, this is what I'm talking about. This Ogre is so hard to deal with. There is not a single hero on Cloud9 that can burst the Ogre. There's no potential-based damage or anything. Oh, they're coming here. Uzi overextends! Overplays his hand, tries to kill Soup, but it's just not enough damage. SKN is here on, like, no HP, so he can't help Soup here secure the kill for Missing Dancer. That's a big blunder by Uzi, forcing the play too hard as Feedfest now mid lane. He is almost at 2,000 HP. Level 4 already because he has 55 stacks on his passive. And that is so scary if you're a Cloud9 fan. This Ogre, eventually he will be unkillable. That is the reality of this game. Eventually, with enough hits, he will become unkillable. Right now, that's not really the case, but eventually it will be. And the question is, when will that moment happen? Best rotating top with Brooks. Taoist is here. Silence in the Storm hits onto Ogre. Bomb hits only onto 1. Missing Dancer support. Not quite the desired target. Teleport back by Clown as Uzi just clears the wave out, but Morgan does the setup here. Bomb is on the 2. Demon comes in and Lynn just dies. He doesn't even get to ult. He got silenced, but Mystic Dancer will go down to Brooks here, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. And again, Feedfest just absorbing all the damage as Bomber. SKN does a lot. Hang on. Overextended here on Cloud9. Supin's here with Brooks behind them, and they just run the route all the way around. And holy, the tension in the air is incredible. As one fatal mistake from either team could spell the end for this game. And I mean, I say that, but right now, Cloud9 is ahead by 1,000 gold. And they do have a tier 5 item on their Clown, so advantage there. Taoist, though, gets back forward in the pull. The boomerang bounces. The president's up to 1, but Brooks gets a double kill, and the Sand Mage is now 3-0-1, and Morgan secured here for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. As you do not want to see this as a Cloud9 fan, the Sand Mage is accelerated. The ultra scaling demon in this game. Now 3 kills in total, 1,000 gold lead to his opposite number. And unlike game number 3, it is looking like an absolute mess here for Cloud9. And now they try to take Serpent. Mystic Dancer is caught. The trap will not be sprung, but Brooks will chase down the kill. Another one goes to the Sand Mage. Cloud9 looking like a mess right now as they try to get objectives. And their team composition, who does so much in the early mid game, they'll suddenly find themselves at a 2,000 gold deficit. This White Mage has no extra money to his name, not even a tier 5 ready. Crit and tier 2 AP item for Sand Mage. He is doing like 400 damage in auto at the moment as Lynn takes bottom tower and will escape with his life. I mean, this is so scary. This is like Mystic Dancer last game though. But unlike last game where Uzi made a lot of critical errors which cost him the game, Brooks has never been that kind of player. Brooks has never been a player to get caught out and solo lose the game. That's literally never been his MO. He has been the most consistent player ever since entering Spiritus Core Gaming. So the question becomes, can this stability be brought forward? Backshits onto the White Mage, and this is what I'm talking about! Double kill for Spiritus Core Gaming, as Feedfest is indestructible. Bash connects, Whipmaster does what he can, forces multiple members out, but Uzi just dies as he tries to turn back around and get something. But nothing can be collected, and the gold lead continues to build, and Cloud9 continues to dig their own grave in game number 5. Everything falling apart here for the NA team. As what can they really do right now? Brooks, level 10, is building towards that second tier 5 item. Already nearly has it. And the Angels fan gonna be so deadly, especially with the magic penetration. SKN gets caught by the stasis and disarm, and Cloud9 should secure this kill. So that's a very big kill. No jungler for the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Playing this Morguard. Hang on. No ult though from Uzi. White Mage still has his. And a jump forward comes in, and a stack comes in. Demon goes down. Another follows as now Brooks and Feedfest 1v5. Chase down 2. Double kill for Brooks as he continues to be unrelenting. Triple kill for the White Mage. Sand Mage. Quadra kill for Brooks with a Fiend Fest, and he is living up to expectations, this Ogre. Unstoppable, unkillable, 2.6 thousand HP with 200 magic resistance. There's just not enough damage in the universe here for Cloud9. They spent everything, killed everybody else in Spiritus Core Gaming, but the main 2 threats that will eventually seal the destiny of Spiritus Core Gaming, they could not defeat. This Ogre, it's so strong! The Bash Connect Fear in the Sand Bowl! That's another double kill to Brooks, and he's 11-0-3 in the legacy game of this Sand Mage. Bares its ugly fangs as he runs down the team. Cloud9 are running away. Brooks gets silenced and disarmed, so they'll have to back off. You can't really fight Taoist 1v1. It's literally not possible because of his skill set. But my goodness, Brooks said, alright, give me a team that will not run it down, and I will cook. And my god, he is cooking. 11-0-3 on this Sand Mage. And Cloud9 regrets maybe coming in right now as he nearly two-shots the Mystic Dancer with auto attacks. That is disgusting right now. Uzi is here, but the pull just barely misses him. Swamp will miss as well, as now Phoenix on the 2. One beam, Oppression stays on the 3, but securing the kill is Lyn as he shows his face. The Brooks nearly dies to the tower, but will escape in time. Trap will be sprung, will not hit Uzi. As the wave still needs to be picked up here by the side of Spiritus Core Gaming. Morgard will be ended, and Cloud9 will have another chance in this game. But the chances, I mean, they're so small. Alright, let's talk about what can Cloud9 do to maybe bring back this game. They have to catch Brooks instantly. Dump everything. Kill Brooks. And then you can worry about everyone else. Because you have shown that you can kill Demon. You can show you can kill Boomerang Hunter without that necessary oppression. Sometimes Brooks, though. White Beam and hits. He's taking a lot of damage with the rest of the team. They're distracted by Ogre. Ogre actually, boys, this is disgusting. Okay, White Mage catches Sand Mage. You're like, dump, get it. Everyone else is on the Ogre. Ogre's like, what's that? That tickles. He is 3,000 HP. And now Mystic Dancer falls. Demon chasing down Sand Mage. Now he's building magic resistance. Swamp will land. And oh my god, it's a heartbreaker here for Cloud9. They can't kill Ogre. Shrek would be proud right now. He is actually unkillable. They dumped everything into this man, and then he just actually walked it off. I still can't believe that. They literally dumped everything, and he didn't even take like 20% of his health. Brooks now chasing down the Whipmaster here, and Bomber will secure that kill. The Morgard waves are here, and the countdown for the international victory is now upon us. The Spiritus Core Gaming will secure game number 5 against Cloud9 on the back of the Sand Mage of Brooks, a redemption from the boss in game number 3. And we have officially done it, boys. The first International Cup victory of Spiritus Core Gaming's career. Actually, the only trophy they've ever won. But this series will not end like the last one, where I basically won the International and then I ended the series. Because we're not T1, okay? T1 only wins Worlds. We're actually going to try to win the other cups as well, because otherwise it'll be a little bit weird. The question now becomes, can I re-sign SKN? Will the game let me re-sign my jungler? No. So that's some drama for next episode, I guess, because my goodness. My goodness. That last game was absolute cinema. I mean, there was really an angle there for Cloud9 to win that game, but Uzi tried too hard to close the game out. I mean, she choked it. Game number 4, game number 4 was definitely the biggest shocker for me. Game number 4 was, I'm sure everyone was like, Uzi solo through that game. That is the reality of it. And I'm sure Uzi is thinking about that now. Like, my goodness, that was a heartbreaker. I do not, man, that was so close. Game number 4 was so close. If their top laner wasn't Cavalry, literally anything else, they didn't just run it down, I think we lose that game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Tiebreaker results, I don't understand why they're necessary. 1.67 million, 6.7, all of that good stuff. Look at our total balance, adjust budget, give me more. Wait! I can re-sign SKN now. I have the money. Yes! SKN, buddy. How about $420,000? Think about it. Listen, we're also having you for life. You're never leaving this. Think about it. Okay, think about it. Also, you have to re-sign all the coaches, I think. I think all the coaches need to re-sign. Not sure though. I'll just like re-sign them for life, I think. Yeah, what a series. What a series. Red Star, you're like the cheapest bastard out of everybody. Let's put you 15. Okay, and then life off. Put you at a cool 170. And my goodness, what a year for the boys. We have a... I mean, that's the crazy part, though. NA Division 1 next season is going to be a banger. Apex Me is finally up here with Doto. And, oh, and the patch notes as well. Oh, God. We have to end the episode there because I'm not reading the patch notes right now. They've also buffed Morgard. Buff. Serpent buff. Actually, I'll mess with Serpent buff. I do intend to directly buff Serpent, so I'll probably let you guys know if I do that next episode. But yeah, I mean, my goodness, what a international finals! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in a bit.